because I'm perceptive, I've only just noticed over your shoulder, Danika, your medal from the Challenge Cup final. Oh, there's the grand final there as well. As much as obviously
I think Faye's up there. Faye's up there in my England picture.
As much as you enjoyed beating Castleford last year in those finals, I think that the best games we saw last year were between yourselves and Helens, and unfortunately for Faye, her side came out on the wrong side last year. Because I said when you were on the show a couple of weeks ago, I tipped Saints to win everything, which of course now is pretty much null and void. So wrong once again. But you must have been looking to resume that rivalry again this year. And Faye, from your perspective, getting one over on Leeds.
Yeah, I think the first cup I was on holiday, wasn't I? My best friend got married, so I couldn't say no. She asked me to be a bridesmaid, and then it fell on the was it Challenge Cup? That was.
It was a semi-final. Yeah, it was a semi-final.
So we looked at different flights to swap it. Like Mike Rush from Saints had looked, Deck had looked, and there just was no other flights to get on to get to my best friend's wedding. So I sat around the pool watching it, and I can see what I was doing now, and I just looked at my best friend, and she was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "I will never forgive you for this." And we didn't speak for the rest of the day. Then I was like, and her husband to be was like, "Oh, Faye, I really thought you would win," and I was like, "I don't want to speak about it." So I'd fell out with him for the day after that. But fair play to Leeds, he didn't give up to last minute, and then obviously the grand we beat you then, didn't we, at Headingley? That's a pretty amazing stadium, and because the work was getting done then, so it was pretty phenomenal that we got to play there. Really, I do always like playing at Headingley. It's a stadium I've always enjoyed. And then we played back at Saints, and weren't it for grand final?
It was a playoff,
yeah, not good. I don't know what happened in our second half, but we were complacent, and I guess Leeds come out fighting for it, and fair play to him, and went on to win. And it's always one thing, I think, if we get beat by someone, you always want them to go and win, then you want to be beaten by the best, I guess. If you get beaten, I think fair play there. I thought it was quite a close game to start with, because obviously we were watching because we were flying to Australia the next day. But again, Leeds just grind out. They just do the easy stuff right, I guess, and other teams don't do that.
Yeah, I remember that the Challenge Cup semi-final, and hearing that you weren't playing. I remember going around I remember saying to Lowe's, I was like, Faye's not playing, that's it, we're in, we've got a good chance. Because I think, like, I started my rugby career and Faye was my captain, England student. So Faye and I go back quite far, but I reckon if you'd have been playing that would have been a completely different game in terms of, I think you go under the radar a little bit in terms of game management. Your kicking game, your vision is just second to none. I think, when we talk about the best halves in the league, I think you're by far the best half in the league, closely followed by Courtney. But yeah, that definitely would have made a big difference had you been there. So thanks for your best friend for having a wedding.
I'm never booking a holiday ever again, ever. My season, never.